Well, we are pretty confident with the way we've been playing. We've won 10 out of our last 11 games, and we're taking some good momentum into the World Cup. The Asia Cup was a good preparation for us for a big tournament, getting the feel of playing against the big teams. But this is going to be far more challenging. You have teams from all over the world competing, and if you look at both the groups, the teams are very strong, very evenly matched, and yeah, it's going to be tough. But we would like to focus on our strengths. The oppositions do not matter for us so much at this stage. Obviously, we need to understand the strengths and weaknesses of the opposition players, but it's more to do with the way we have played and continue the same way, and probably try to execute the same things that we have done, which has got us success. Well, it's a big event. The whole feel and the vibe is different from a bilateral series. We all have experienced that before, so it's nothing new. I think the key is to learn from the past, where calmness is required in big tournaments like the ICC events, because you can get sort of carried away or over anxious or over excited. Both those feelings are not great for any side going into big tournaments. So the learnings that we have from playing in these big events in the past is just to stay as calm as possible, and as I said, focus on skills that need to be executed on the field. There can be a lot of focus shifting in terms of watching other oppositions play on rest days and stuff like that. So it's very important to stay away from all those things. Focus on what the team is doing, not focus on whether someone's going to lose or win for your team to go through. Those sort of things can be big distractions which people do not understand. Once you get involved in watching a game, you can actually be so involved that you forget to do what you have to do for your preparation. So I think there has to be a good balance between everything. So I think awareness counts big time in big tournaments. So does calmness. Well, it obviously helps knowing that we were able to come through in a longer format of the game. So your skill levels, your concentration levels, everything is tested for much more than a 2020 game. So we got over that hurdle in the 50 over format, which was a major hurdle, honestly. For me, first time to be the youngest in the team and experience that kind of pressure. Obviously I didn't feel it so much because I was a youngster finding my feet and trying to contribute for the team as much as I can. But I saw the senior players, the way people expected things out of them, and everywhere they would get advice and suggestions and expectations and prayers. So I think you have to soak all of that in. It's very difficult to ignore each and every thing that's been said to you, or people that actually genuinely come up to you and say, we really want you to win the World Cup. So at home we expect that. At home we're sort of prepared for that. Again, it's a skill of, I think all these major events are a skill. The skill required is how you manage yourself off the field, because on the field is probably the safest and the quietest place for you, especially playing in your home country. So the field is actually a getaway. It's the place where you face the least pressure in big tournaments like these. So there you have a chance to express yourself, but the key will be how we manage ourselves away from the ground, as I said in my previous answer as well. And that requires a collective effort of everyone. No one can afford to drift away and sort of focus on the plans that other oppositions are making throughout the tournament. It's important to focus on what we have. Well, I think obviously he's when he was playing regularly for the team, he's done really well for us. He's one guy who's gotten us wickets with the new ball, who attacked the batsman everywhere he played. So a bowler like that is always a plus in the squad. We were all waiting for him to get fit and come back and find his rhythm. He's done that. He's come back. He's finding his rhythm. He's bowled well in the warm-up games, and he's looking good. He'll only get stronger and stronger. I cannot comment on the composition or the combination of the squad. It's very difficult to try and change something which has won you so many games. But different conditions require different sort of combinations, and it's up to the captain and the management to sit down and figure out what needs to be done. We're just glad to have him back in the squad. Not meaning that because he's come back we'll have to change the combination too much. It might or might not, but having him back and getting stronger for the Indian cricket team is a very good sign.